Well, hello YouTubers, hello Facebook people, hello Twitter people, and hello LinkedIn people. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. Well, I want to say thank you to all of you who responded to my last video about what you want to see this year on Spirit Channel. Thank you. I want to say thank you. All of you sent such wonderful responses. I've been reading them all, absorbing them all. Love it. Thank you. And you know, good thing is I think we can accommodate pretty much everything everybody wants. So I'm very excited about that. I want to say thank you. If you haven't seen that video, check out the video before this one. And let me know what you want to see this year at Spirit Channel. Thanks so much, guys. Well, you know, it's a new year, and the letters have been coming in like crazy. I've been throwing them in the hat, and we'll see what Spirit has for you. But before we get into that, give me just a moment and let me attune to the spirit world. Okay. My spirit guide Fletcher's here. He says hello. All right, going in our hat here, our first letter today is from Rita Yan. And Rita wants to know about some diamonds that were lost. She said her husband has a horseshoe ring and he lost some diamonds. Wants to know where they are. Hi, Rita. Well, first of all, let me tell you, I love those horseshoe rings. I've been thinking about getting one myself. I love them. And I'm so sorry he had this happen. I want you guys to look. I keep seeing this. They were lost as he was getting out of a car. I want to place this in a driveway area. I keep seeing it's like as he was closing a door, his hand motion, and the rings fell out. Maybe he bumped his hand on a car handle. But I keep feeling they fell out right around where you park your car, like in a driveway area or parking area, right outside your home. That's where I'm seeing them having been lost. I'm not sure they're still there. I keep feeling like they've blown away. They're smaller and maybe got run over and took in another car's tires. So I don't know that you'll get them back, but that's where I see them initially falling. And you can look around them. Maybe you'll have some luck, but I just don't see them coming back. Sorry. Okay, well, let me know what you find. All right, our next letter is from T Randomness 17, and she wants to know about, Psychic Bob, when am I going to get a boyfriend? Will it be this year? Yeah, well, you know, T, I got to tell you, it's not going to be till around October. It's October of this year, and I know that seems a long way away, but really it'll be fine for you. I keep seeing a connection here around a sporting event. It's like a football game or a pep rally, but there are bleachers and you're in the stands there. You know, so yeah. I keep getting around this young guy. He's about the same age as you, has brown hair, very nice. His name starts with J, like a Jake or a Jacob. But I see that around October, okay? Let me know what happens. All right, our next letter is from Delta Pruitt Harless, and she wants to know about spirit guides. Hi, yeah, well, you know everybody has around them about 30 or 40 guides. I don't see all of them, but I do get two of yours right now who I pick up. One is a lady named Louise. She's from around the 1890s. She shows me dressed in fine Victorian clothes. I think she could have been like a model or a high fashion sort of person. But she's around you because she's helping you work on self-image and self-love right now. I also pick up another guide around you. It's a male. He's dressed in Civil War period clothing. Looks like a uniform. Like I'm going to put him in a northern uniform, dark blue. His name is Thomas. And he's serving as a guide and a protector for you. When he was alive, he was very much a believer in spiritualism, and now he's working as a guide. And he's a protector, because they're showing me that you've been crossing through a lot of changes here, and you're having some fears and some anxieties. Thomas is going to help you not to be afraid. He's a protector for you. So Louise is going to help you to love yourself, and Thomas is going to help you not to be afraid. And I do see new friendships coming in here. I feel you're going through a change in the relationship area and friendships particularly, and they're going to help you with that. Okay, Louise and Thomas. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is Silica LS. Hello, Silica. Good to hear from you. That's interesting. Well, she says that during her life, she always heard that her mom's first husband really wasn't her father, though he said he was, and wants to know who her father is or where to find him. Well, I can tell you that I think that's the truth. I do feel like your dad that you grew up with was actually a stepfather. He wasn't actually a biological father. So I'm sorry to say that, but it doesn't matter because he really loved you like a father anyways. And as far as he was concerned, you were his daughter. Okay, so, you know, as I said, blood doesn't always matter. It's about love of the heart, you see, because families are soul groups, okay? And soul group is based on love, not body. Body's one element of being on earth, but that's not all. I want you to focus on around Tennessee. I feel that your birth father had some family connections in Tennessee, and currently I get a Florida connection around. So I feel that he has property in Florida or some sort of connection currently around Florida. I want to put this around Tampa, Florida, and in Tennessee I keep on saying Knoxville. Okay, so these are the general areas I'd like you to start researching. See if your family can tell you about some links to people they know from that area, and I think that'll get you going. Thanks for writing. All right, next letter. Alondra loves you, and Alondra wants to know what is going on a spiritual level. She says she feels very introverted. She has a lot of anxiety and fear in dealing with people. Well, hi, Alondra. You know what that's about? You're carrying past life trauma, okay? And one of the things is right now you're actually in a place in the current lifetime of opening profoundly and spiritually. But your past life trauma is coming up also. Sometimes that happens as we develop. All that stuff from the past comes up. And in your last life, you were a member of a very bad marriage. You were a female. You had a husband who beat you. In fact, that's how you died. It was in Victorian England, and you were abused and beaten. So this lifetime, you're thinking, I don't know if I want to get close to anybody, because last time I got forced into a marriage I didn't want, and an abusive husband, couldn't escape it. So there's a lot of fear about people on a soul level, and that's coming over into this life. I don't see you having that, though, in this life. I don't see danger around you. And I do feel like as you're opening spiritually, I want you to draw to yourself people that are of like mind and like spirit. Very good stone for you would be rose quartz. That's going to help you learn to love yourself more and let go of fear. Okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Our next letter is Danny Bob Revoir. Hi, Danny Bob. Good to hear from you. You said there was a Ouija board seance you were at, and the spirits said you were a czar in the past life. Want to know if that's accurate? Well, I got to tell you, you know what I think happened? I think there was a misinterpretation. I don't get you as being a czar, but I do pick up that you were connected to a czar. It was Tsar Nicholas II in Russia. I believe you were a count, a member of the aristocracy, and I feel like you died during the Russian Revolution. So you do have a Russian connection. You are connected to the royal imperial family, but it was actually you were a member of the court, not actually the czar. Okay. Anyways, you're back, and I think you will travel to Russia and have a continuing Russian theme reappearing. That's some past life stuff. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Sasha Smith, and she wants to know if her uncle made it over to the spirit world. Yeah, I do pick up. I pick up a few people, right? You do have this uncle. He's over there. They're giving me the name Ivan. I do believe it's connected to him, and he's in the light. I also get another lady, which would be your uncle's grandmother, which would be your great-grandmother, I suppose. She's in the light also, and she brought him over to the spirit world. So they're there together, okay? He's fine. Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Cutesy Morbid. Hi, dear. Yeah. She wants to know about a miscarriage and what caused that. Well, let me tell you, hon. That miscarriage really, well, it wasn't your fault, okay? First of all, I want you to understand that whenever a miscarriage, I mean, you didn't cause it, and what it's about is that children are in spirit before they're conceived, and it actually takes 3 people to have a child. It takes both the parents, but it also takes the will of the child. And the child simply felt the timing wasn't right and was a little afraid. and so they withdrew. It's not an issue about you being bad or hurting anybody, or your fiance hurting anybody. It's about that the timing wasn't right. But that's okay. So what you want to do is talk to that child in spirit. I feel that it was a male spirit. I get a boy around you. And you just say, I hope you'll come again in the future. I'd sure love for you to come back. And you come when you're ready. And then it will happen in the right time, okay? I'm so sorry you went through this. But I do know that the timing wasn't right. So when it's like a contract, any one of the three can pull out of the deal and it won't happen. Okay. Thanks for writing. All right. Miss All Around Crazy. She wants to know about earthquakes on the East Coast. Yeah, as I was saying in my 2013 predictions, I do see earth tremors. Now, I'm getting them up and down the East Coast, literally from Maine to Florida. And so it's going to be kind of strange this year because we're going to really start to see the East becoming very active. I don't see anything like major destructive quakes or major destruction, but I'm getting a lot of seismic activity. And I don't feel it's just one time. I feel like it's literally throughout the year, very sporadically. So that's what I'm seeing. We may experience, as we did here in the Washington metro area, Washington, D.C. area where I am, another one of a large magnitude, like a 6 or 7, later in the summer. But that's going to be one of actually many, and there'll be a lot of smaller tremors. Not to fear, we're all going to be okay, but it means Mother Earth's not happy, so we want to pray and send healing to the earth as well. Okay? Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is Melissa Sampson, and she says she's thinking about purchasing a mobile home, wants to move to Santa Barbara, wants to know if that's a good idea. Yeah, Melissa, I want to say go ahead and buy that. I do feel that energetically you're at a transition, a crossroads, and it's literally like Santa Barbara is on your chart and calling you. I want you to watch. I see this around February of 2014, so it's not going to be right now, but get the mobile home, start to plan the trip and the transition, and by the new year, a year from now, you'll be able to make that happen, and I see it being successful. Thanks for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Marissa Tappy, and she wants to know if there are going to be East Coast earthquakes. Well, just like I said to the other person, yes, we will see tremors throughout the year. Not to be afraid. Okay, so we're gonna make it through this, but there is going to be a lot of strange stuff this year, particularly in the East. Okay, thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is Alan Burt. He writes from Twitter. Hi, Alan. It's so nice to hear from Twitter people. Says, Happy New Year, and he says he's enjoyed all the guidance I've provided this past year. Well, thank you. I'm so honored. It's a blessing to be here, and I thank all of you for listening and taking time to tune in, and we can share all this time together. Thanks so much. Happy New Year. All right, our next letter is from Kim Pullman's, and she wants to know about spirit guides, who's around her. Yeah. Well, as I told the other person, everybody has about 30 guides. I don't always see all of them, but I do get 2 particularly. One's a man named Samuel. He's a postman. He shows me a uniform. This would connect the Royal Mail in the 1930s. He's around you, and he's working as a guide now, and he's going to be a message carrier. He did that on Earth, delivering mail. Now he's carrying spirit messages, so he'll be a guide to bring information to you. I also get another lady around you in spirit. The name is Lauren, and she was a model in the 1920s. She's dressed very fashionably, but she's around you as well because she's helping you redesign yourself. This year's a big year for you of redesigning yourself. It's like a lot of new beginnings. But Lauren is her name, okay? So Lauren and Samuel. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Christine Castillo. Christian's a male. Christian Castillo wants to know if there's going to be any relationship this year in 2013. Yeah, I do. You know, I want to put March around this. I feel like it's around March where you're going to make a connection. I see a young girl, she's about your age. She has long blonde hair, and when I look at her features, she reminds me a little bit of Sarah Jessica Parker, the actress. Really pretty. But I see you meeting her around March this year, and it looks like you're at a party. Somebody's having a party, and she's hanging out, and you guys just start talking. I see you on a front porch, like a front porch of a house. That's where you'll make the connection. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is Sara Hernandez Sosa. And she said, wants to know about celebrities. She said, Bob, I want to know more about celebrities. You didn't give enough in 2013 predictions. Well, she's asking about Kim Kardashian and Lindsay Lohan and Barack Obama and a whole list of them here. Well, that's a great question, Sarah. I'm actually going to do relatively soon here a celebrity predictions video just for celebrities. So you don't want to miss that, so be here. So we'll have more stuff on celebrities too, okay? So that'll be a separate video, and I'll have that, well, maybe I'll do that in the next week. I think that'd be good, okay? So we'll get that on the schedule. Anyways, thanks for writing. Well, guys, that is all I'm going to get to today. I am so glad you're here. Thanks for being here at Spirit Channel. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. I was at 4,000. Then I lost like 500 or 600 of them. YouTube changed the channels around. And now I'm almost there. So if you got some people you want to sign up, send them over here. Get them to join. Let's get our numbers and go back to 4,000. Thanks for being here at Spirit Channel. And of course, and you know next week we'll have another Messages from the Spirit World.